It wasn't a choice of service. I was put into the United States Army Reserve and called up immediately after my residency was completed in surgery. It was the equivalent of a doctor draft, but for political purposes, the word draft was not being used too loosely in a time that it was a uncomfortable and unpopular war. With any wounds that had occurred out in the mud and the crud of where the fighting was going on were assumed to be contaminated wounds. And as such, the guidelines were you don't close any of those at the primary care. You clean them very thoroughly, you remove any dead tissue, and you pack them open. And they all went on antibiotics, and if they were looking good, 3 days later, you returned them to the operating room, cleaned the wounds again thoroughly, and then you could close them. And if they were basically just a couple of small wounds on a person who was active duty and everything was looking good, they could be held in what was called medical hold for 10 to 14 days, or even shorter if appropriate, and went back to battle. So the issue of serving our country was you're there to win, and no human resources to be wasted, and you're there to take good care of all of them. The issue of those that die in your hands, you do your best as far as you can if you think there's salvageability, but there's a point at which it's too much and it overcomes you, and you just have to go on to the next issue, but it hurts. It certainly impacted me forever. Every day, I do something to serve Uncle Sam, and I'm proud to do it. And that's in memory of the guys who didn't make it.